Hi guys, I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so today there's not going to be a lot of skirmishes. We're just going to go right to the conversation. But then first of all, if you're new here, hi, hello. There have been so many of you, new people on the channel. And I just want to say, if you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Anne, and on here I do create faith-based content. I also do create vlogs and educational videos. So if this seems to be videos you're interested in, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and thank you for doing that. Okay, so today we are going to talk about declaration of value. In this particular video, I'm going to talk to you about all you actually need to know about declaration of value. And then in the part B of the same video, I'm going to talk about the application process so you guys will kind of get it. So if your school did not ask you for declaration of value, but then they did ask you for seamless comparability and verification statements, then you don't have to worry. I've already made a video on that, so you can find it here or here. So you can find the comparability here, and you can find the verification video as well here or there. So let us start with, what is declaration of value? Okay, so it's a document that actually sums up your certificate, the value of your certificate. It's like a document that attests that an educational degree or certificate earned in an educational system other than that of the Italian one is valid. Okay, so what you guys have to understand is, any certificate obtained outside Italy or outside the Italian educational system is not automatically recognized as valid. Your certificate could be from the UK, it could be from Canada, it could be from anywhere, the US. When you come to Italy, they do not, your certificate does not have a legal value in the Italian territory.
Hence the need for you to request for the declaration of value,
which will actually sum up the value of your certificate. In what instances, now you know what declaration of value is. Now we're going to ask, in what instances do you need a declaration of value? So first, you need declaration of value when you intend to further your studies in Italy. If you're coming from Africa, you're coming from Ghana, Nigeria, or you're coming from anywhere in, you're coming from US, Canada, and all that kind of stuff, you need declaration of value. So that is the first thing. You need it when you intend to further your studies, to do your degree, to do your master's, to do your PhD, and all of that. The second instance that you need a declaration of value for Italy is for work purposes. So many people do not actually know about it, but then for work purposes, or for some people, for the obtainment of what is known as the carta blu. Okay, so the blue card, which is is a whole different thing on its own, but then it's for professional, highly skilled workers. I just want to slightly talk a bit about the carta blu, the blue card. Okay, so this is a kind of work permit that are actually given to foreign workers, highly skilled workers. It's given by the Italian government to these professionals or these highly skilled workers to come and work in Italy on an employment contract basis. So even if you find yourself in the Italian system and then you have a foreign qualification, you still need a declaration of value if you intend to work in Italy. Then the third instance that you need a declaration of value is if you're a professional and then you intend to practice your profession in Italy. Okay, so if you want your professional degree, certificates, qualification to be recognized in the Italian territory and to be able to practice, then you need a declaration of value. So I hope you guys got it. Those are the three instances that you need declaration of value for Italy. Let's run it if you want to further your studies, second, if you want for work purposes, and third, if like you're a professional and you want like to practice in Italy. It's a bit slightly different from the second point, but I hope you guys got it. Okay, so let us move forward. Where do you get your declaration of value? So what you must know is wherever you're coming from, like the declaration of value is usually issued by the Italian consulate or the embassy in your country of origin. Before you can request the declaration of value, first of all, you need that document, like it authenticated, legalized, and translated before the embassy can declare the value of this document. Okay, yes, so I have a whole video on that, on the legalization and authentication process. I have a video where I explained all of that, so I'm not going to do that in this video to make it lengthy. So when you're requesting for the declaration of value of your certificate, you have to process it at the embassy nearest to the institution that issued the document. I hope you guys got it. The embassy nearest to either the city or where the institution is located. So let me give you an example. I got my higher national diploma from Accra Technical University that is based in Accra. So when I'm going to request for the declaration of value of my certificate, it makes sense for me to take it to the Italian embassy in Accra. You get? Yes. It doesn't make sense for me to request it from anywhere else. You kind of get it. Yeah. So that is one thing that you have to know. Then there's one other thing that you must know. If you are a Ghanaian and then you happen to, is an example, if you're a Ghanaian and then you happen to school in Nigeria, or probably you schooled in South Africa, so that means you got your degree from South Africa, and probably you are back to Ghana, or you might even be in South Africa. When you're requesting for your declaration of value, you have to take it, you have to ensure that your declaration of value is processed in the Italian embassy in South Africa or in Nigeria, where you got it. It must be processed in the country where you got your certificate was issued. I hope you guys got it, where your certificate was issued. So I've already mentioned in the city closest to where your educational institution is located. I hope you guys got it. So there are two instances. If you're a Ghanaian and then you schooled in Ghana, obviously you don't have any problem. You do all the processing in Ghana. Because what you must know is Ghanaian authorities, the Foreign Ministry and Education Ministry cannot authenticate a document that they did not issue. Because whenever you get a certificate in Ghana, my HND, they have a number attached to it, the identification of that certificate in the Ghanaian system. Okay, so if they did not issue the document, then they cannot validate it. I hope you guys got it. So if you got your certificate from South Africa, it will have an identification number of that of South Africa. So you have to take it there for the authorities there to kind of authenticate it, and then you legalize it. The Italian embassy closest to where you kind of got your, closest to the city where you got your certificate, you're going to take it to them, and then they are going to legalize it, and then it's there you are actually going to request for the declaration of value. They are going to process it for you. Where you got your certificate from, if that country have signed the Hague Convention, then you don't need to legalize your document. But then what you need is an apostille on your document. So you need to get your document apostilled, and then they are just going to put the apostille stamp on your document. Getting your document apostilled is a form of legalization, okay? But then here, you don't need to take it to the Italian embassy for them to do that for you. And countries that have signed the Hague Convention, I'm going to put the list here. the number of countries, like some of the countries, I cannot list all, but some of the countries that have signed the Hague Convention. I'm going to put it here. But then like the UK is part, like the EU countries, some countries in Africa, a few of them, some Asian countries and all of that. So I'm going to put the list here so that, you check it out. I'm sure you might be asking, like, why is this document, like, why is it needed? It helps the Italian embassy understand, like, the education system, like where this certificate was acquired, because you have to understand that Italy operates a different educational system than that of like Ghana, than that of like Nigeria, and in some other countries. Okay, so like in Ghana, like this, in your university, we use A plus, B, and all those kind of stuff. In other countries, they use like in Italy is like a grade out of 30. And then in other places, it's out of 20, and all of that kind of stuff. So for the Italian institution to be able to understand the educational system that you schooled in and compare it to that of the Italian system and know whether you qualify to the level that you're being admitted to, that's the reason why they are requesting for the declaration of value of your certificate. So let us talk about briefly what a declaration of value contains. It contains your name, your surname, where you were given birth to, your country of origin. It includes your date of birth. It also includes like the institution that issued the certificate. It also includes like the educational system in that country where your certificate was issued. It includes your the certificate identification number. I hope you guys got it. The certificate identification number, it includes that. Okay, so because of that, the embassy is going to verify. They're going to verify that identification number is actually real, is true, is authentic. In instances where you studied in a particular school, but then it is a different institution that issued the certificates. There are instances like that where you be schooling here, like some schools have affiliations with other schools in the UK, in Canada, in all those other places. Yeah, in instances like that, then in the document they need to state the school where you studied at, and then the institution that actually issued the documents. You kind of get it. Yeah, it also includes that as well. Then it also includes the number of years that you studied for that course. It includes how you obtained it. So basically, was it through online classes? Was it through live attendance of lectures? Was it a hybrid? Were you doing online classes sometimes? Were you doing it includes that as well. It also includes your area of specialization. So probably if you studied business and then you specialize in maybe marketing and all of that, yeah, it also includes that. They will specify your area of specialization with that degree, so that if it's for work purposes, they know that okay. So even for educational purposes as well, that they know that okay. So with this certificate that you've obtained on the job market, that means you can work as this, you can work as that, and all of that. I hope you guys got it. Okay guys, so that's all that has to do with the declaration of value for study or work in Italy. I hope you guys found value in this video. If you did, please don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video to help others. Let people know that it is not only for study in Italy that you need declaration of value. And then also do not forget to subscribe to the channel. And please, the incoming students, you don't have to walk this journey alone. We have a Telegram group for you guys to kind of share ideas, assist you guys, answer your questions, like your colleagues, your mates, like the other incoming students who are there, so that you guys can connect with each other and ensure that you don't walk the journey alone. So please, you don't have to do this alone. We are here for you. So join the Telegram group. It's on the channel page. The link is on the channel page, and then I'm also going to leave it in the comment section. Join us, like, why not? So that is it for today. Today I feel so hyped. I feel so hyped, but then I'm excited. I hope you guys found value in this video. See you in my next video. Bye.